Hello everyone. After quite a long break, I've decided to make a video again. Sorry that I didn't update my video blog regularly. Lately I was not very motivated, admittedly, to make videos. And I mean, there was a lot of random drama, but for some reason, oftentimes I was thinking should I make a video? And then I thought, well, of course I have an opinion, but I can't say all too much about it, and so maybe it would end up being quite boring, and so in the end I decided not to make a video. But today I will change that, and hopefully I will be making videos more regularly again. Today's video is about the WCS World Championship final in Shanghai. And I thought I would make a little preview about the groups, who I think has the best chances to advance from which group, and then, depending on how much time I spend, I might talk a bit about the grid, or I will make a separate video just for the possibly following grid, or I might make a video after the groups are played out. I haven't decided on that yet. Anyway, let's go right into the groups. Here you see the group stage. Let me just check. Yes, that works. So first group A. WCS is here, my teammate. Then we have Parting, Phoenix, and Illusion. This is the American Illusion. I mean, there's also a former OGS Illusion that was picked up by some foreign team, I think. I think this is actually one of the easier groups. Parting will almost certainly make it out. Of course, a big question mark is Phoenix here, because I don't really know how much he practices nowadays, and I mean, he practiced for a long time in the IM house, but I think he left there quite some time ago already. Illusion is probably one of the best players in North America, and WCS has been very good for a long time, but recently his results have not been as good anymore, and there were times when his shape was not very good, but I think it's getting better again. From what I know, he's also practicing for the World Championship. So yeah, I think the most likely result is that Parting advances either with a good 2-1 or a 3-0. And I think the favorite for the second place is WCS, and then closely followed by Illusion, and Phoenix, I would say, is most likely to be last place. But I think WCS against Illusion, it might actually be fairly close. I think WCS is not a big favorite there. Maybe 55-60% at most. But I wouldn't give him more than 60% there. Now let's go to Group B, all Zerg group. Vortex, Vibe, Com, and Sappi. Yeah, I actually think that Vortex is the best player there. Actually, that should be quite clear. But the second best is very hard to say. Just because he's not American, I would say Com is the one most likely to get second, because Americans have a tendency to lose. Yes, so it's between Com, Sappi, and Vibe. I personally think that Com, as I said, has the best chance to get second place, but Vibe and Sappi, it's really hard for me to judge who of them is better. I mean, I think lately Sappi had the better results, but in the North America regionals, Vibe came second, from what I remember, so there he did better. But looking at recent shape, I would say that Sappi is the better player, and so Vortex, I think, is in my opinion the only one that has very, very good chances to get out of the group, and then second place is quite close with Com, Sappi, and Vibe in that order, of likeliness. But yeah, it's all pretty close together. And ZVZ, even though it's not as variance like written anymore. There's still quite a lot of variance, so all sorts of things might happen there. Let's look at the next group: Sen, Killer, Hug, and Grubby. To be honest, I have no clue how Sen is doing these days, but I remember he was very good, and I'm pretty sure he is still quite good. Grubby is also in relatively good shape. Hug, not so much, I guess, and Killer is again like the North and South Americans is always hard for me to judge because I don't have much to do with them. But generally, I guess Killer and Hug are probably the third and fourth place most likely. But then again, between those, it's for me it's hard to judge who of those is better. I guess like Hug is the one with more experience and such, so I would give the edge to Hug here. But you never know like how he has been doing lately. So yeah, who knows? And between Sen and Grubby, I would tend to give an edge to Sen there. But I think it's fairly close actually. Maybe like 55% for Sen, and Hug against Killer like about the same, 55 to 45, and then Sen against the two lower ones, Sen against Killer and Sen against Hug. I think Sen is quite a favorite against both of them, somewhere between, let's say, 60 and 65%, and I would say same for Grubby, also like, I guess like 60 against Killer and a bit less against Hug because it's PvP, maybe like 55, 58 or something like that. I could see that being realistic. So, oopsala, something went wrong here. Okay, Group D, State, Baby Knight, Mafia, and Rain. That's also, well, except for Rain, I guess a fairly easy group. Like so far, like all the groups have been fairly easy, because I mean, like two of them didn't even have a Korean. I think, well, obviously Rain is the very, very clear favorite here. And then second place, it's a bit less clear, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, Mafia, like he's from New Zealand. Baby Knight and State. I think Baby Knight had a pretty good run at the Lone Star Clash last weekend. So I would say Baby Knight, now that I'm thinking a bit more about it, I think Baby Knight is actually a clear favorite for second place. State, yeah, I've heard that name before, but that's about it. I think Baby Knight is actually quite good at PvP. Mafia, I don't know much about Mafia, but I haven't, like the only player from New Zealand that I know of is Moonglade. And I think he got first place there, and I would even say Baby Knight would also be the favorite against Moonglade. So yeah, I would say Rain, Baby Knight, State, and Mafia. It's hard to say who of those is worse or better, whatever way you want to put it, but I'm more like the negative person, so I would maybe even give the American the edge here, even though that's like a risky thing to say. But yes. Let's go to probably the hardest group. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the hardest group. Stefano, Hero, Idra, and Roro. I mean, the one thing that is easy to say here is that Idra will very likely be last place. But then the other three, it's quite close in my opinion. I think, especially after his good performance last weekend, I think Stefano should be the favorite for first place. But then Hero and Roro, it's very hard for me to judge. I'm not sure. I will actually Team Liquid. Let's see. I think I will actually check which hero is this. The Liquid hero. So I think for this it's good to check. I mean, I could have done this beforehand, but I'm just gonna do it now. So Hero lost to Taja here, lost to First. When was that? Oh, that was a long time ago. Hero didn't have many, but this is also international. I think he wasn't Hero like round of 8 last season. Let's see. Code S, I mean. He lost to Solky, lost to Curious, won against Solky. So he went out round of 32 last Code S season. No, wait, that's this Code S season. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, so he's not doing so good against Zerg right now, which, considering there's 3 Zergs in his group, is not the best sign. So I guess, yeah, I think Stefano first, Roro second, Hero third, and Idra fourth seems most likely. But of course, Hero is by no means a big underdog against either Stefano or Roro. So yeah, I think this is all pretty close, except for Idra, who is very, very likely to be, well, not top 2. I mean, maybe he wins one best of 3, but I mean, he's like, against Hero, I would say he's like a 20 to 25 percent underdog, so a very big underdog. And then the 2 ZVZs, it's a bit better. Maybe I would give him like 30% there. But yeah, I mean, like, if you just add that together, like, that is not even like on average one match he wins. Yeah, so that doesn't look all too good. Okay, let's go to the Group F. Curious, Titan, Major, and Hero. I think this is the second. Oh no, actually, now that I'm looking at Group H, the second to third hardest group. Curious. Well, today he lost the Code S round of 16, but I think he played pretty decent. Then the Casper Hero. We should hit that one up. Let's see. Because I'm not really sure what his recent performance has been. Okay, well, he has been doing fairly good in Pro League. So, that one is a bit harder. I would say Curious is the favorite, and then second place, I guess, is Hero. But the thing is, both Major and Titan are foreigners that have done pretty decent against Koreans. So, especially Titan, I could definitely see producing somewhat of an upset here. I think Titan has like at least 45% against Hero. And against Curious, I think he has less. And Major, I don't know so much about him, but I also think he has a pretty decent shot against Curious. And, well, against the others also. But even against Curious. Group G. Another lucky Spanish player. Just like in Group B. I mean, there's no Korean here. There's not even like one of the strongest foreigners here. Lucifron is certainly a good player. I think he beat Stefano very recently in some online tournament. But yes, I mean, there's Levin. Welcome to last place, I guess. Then there's the American. Welcome to third place. And then Lowly and Lucifron. I think Lucifron is the favorite here, but not by much. Maybe 55% or so. Yeah, 55, 60 or so. Maybe 60% actually. Yeah, I think this is actually probably the easiest group to predict, because you just have like such a clear bottom 2 and such a clear top 2. Yeah, that well, what should I say? I mean, North and South America, and then you have Europeans, and that already tells a story. So now Group H, I think that one is, I guess Creator is very likely to make it, but both Scarlet and Nercho are pretty good at CVP, and I think actually Moonglade is too. I guess Creator should definitely be the favorite for first place here. And And then, yes, I mean, yeah, Nercho should have an edge like 55, 60. No, actually, I think he has more against Scarlet. And Scarlet is pretty good. Yes, maybe like 60, 65 even for Nercho against Scarlet. And well, against Moonglade. Moonglade is hard to predict, but a bit more than that. No, maybe not. Just like 55 to 60 against Scarlet and like 65 or so against Moonglade. Maybe even a bit more than 65. So yeah, actually, yeah, Creator, Nercho, then Scarlet, then Moonglade is, in my opinion, the most likely result there. Yeah, I guess we're done with the groups now. Feel free to post your opinion in the comments. You can disagree. I think I will be doing another video. I'm not going to promise it because I have not been very good at keeping the video making up. But yeah, I plan to make another video about the bracket. Maybe before the bracket plays out, just with the favorites I named here, or just after the groups have been played. I don't know. I don't have that much confidence in me keeping it up. But anyway, I'm glad I made another video. Feel free to subscribe if you like my videos. Leave comments, etc. And follow me on Twitter at ATN DarKFoRcE. I will keep you updated there. Goodbye.